decorations. But not only are we out here to check out Christmas decorations, we're also out here to talk about 5 things you probably don't know about Christmas. But I have to give you a little warning. This might ruin Christmas for you. Now let's start with number 1. A present no one asked for. That's right, I titled the first one, A Present No One Asked For. Because believe me folks, you don't want anything to do with this unintended gift. Over 1 million people get sick from food poisoning every year. But there's only one time of the year that contributes almost half of that million. And if you guessed Christmas, you would be 100% right. Over 400,000 people every Christmas get sick from leftover Christmas food. And 128,000 people are hospitalized. And unfortunately, folks, 3,000 people die from Christmas leftovers. And that is just in America alone. And if that one ruined your Christmas, wait until you hear about number 2. Actually, number 2 isn't that bad. Nope. Number 2, I guess that's an unintended pun. Boom! Christmas ruined. So this next one isn't going to so much ruin Christmas for you, but it might change your perspective. You see, our beloved reindeer, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, actually started out as an ad campaign. Well, kind of an ad campaign. You see, in the 1930s, Montgomery Ward used to buy and give out coloring books to kids around the Christmas season. But because Montgomery Ward did not make any profit out of the free coloring books that they handed out, they decided that it would be cheaper on their pocketbook if they just hired an artist and make their own coloring book. So in comes Robert L. May, basing the Rudolph story on his own childhood. Began making the coloring book in 1939. On one foggy night, Robert L. May was thinking, what can I make this reindeer? What can make this reindeer different? What can make him stand out? Seeing the lights shimmer through the fog, Robert decided that that's the one thing that's going to make Rudolph different from all the other reindeer. His nose is going to shine bright red, allowing Santa Claus to be able to see through the fog. And if you ever want to see my nose turn red, just give me a pint of rum and we're good. But the fact that Robert L. May made the comic or coloring book after his own childhood, I'm sorry, man. Rest in peace, my dude. Christmas officially ruined.
Hey, stop ruining Christmas.
That wasn't me. All right, let's get to number 3. About those lyrics from Winter Wonderland. Let's go over some of them, shall we? In the meadow, we can build a snowman. Okay, that sounds all right. Sure. We can pretend that he is Parson Brown. Huh? He will ask if we're married and we'll say no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. So who is this guy Parson Brown, huh? Now, if these lyrics seem a little confusing, don't worry. Let me explain. Well, so it's not so much a who as much as it's what is a Parson Brown? So, like a Jane Doe and a John Doe, where, yeah, those are people, but it's kind of more of like a generic label, or more like a description of a type of a person. Parson Brown refers to a Protestant minister or Anglican minister. So Parson Brown, something that we don't use much today, but was used back in the 18th and 19th century. Some people may not know what or who or a Parson Brown is. So that's where the lyrics come in, where this made-up guy, who isn't really a person, asks the couple if they are married. And that's when they tell him, no man, mind your own business, dude. But really, there's nobody to mind their own business. It's a snowman. Anyway, let's move on. So number 4, I'm gonna lovingly call it the real war on Christmas. And no folks, I am not talking about any culture wars of today. I'm talking about a real war on Christmas. Well, maybe not a real war, but did you know that Christmas used to be illegal? That's right, everybody. Back in 1659, Christmas was outlawed. You see, there were some people that were called the Puritans. These Puritans thought that Christmas was a pagan holiday, and so all things were outlawed that had anything to do with Christmas. You couldn't have a Christmas tree, you couldn't do any Christmas decorations, you couldn't even have Christmas food. But you could argue that the Puritans were probably onto something. With the 400,000 people getting sick every year, huh? But it was thought of as an unholy holiday. Christmas trees and gift giving was considered a pagan holiday, or pagan rituals. But don't worry, people, that did not last long, because by 1681, the ban was lifted. Even though the ban was lifted in 1681, there was still pushback on it. A lot of people still did not believe that Christmas should be a holiday. But in the later 1800s, Christmas was finally considered a federal holiday. I do want to be clear, I'm not trying to ruin anybody's Christmas. I love Christmas. I'm just having fun. And folks, here we are at number 5. I have to tread lightly about this one. I didn't know what part to talk about. I don't want this channel to be political in any way, and this next one, if I tread lightly, won't sound too political, but I will leave a link down below so you can read up on it on your own. Oh, however, we are still going to talk about it. We're just not going to talk about all of it. So without further ado, let's go to number 5, and number 5 is Jingle Bells Was Never a Christmas Song. That's right, everybody. The beloved song Jingle Bells was not at least intended to be a Christmas song. Or some people say that Jingle Bells was written for Thanksgiving. Some people will say that Jingle Bells was written for some minstrel shows that I'm not going to talk about on this channel. Is that this song has gone through many different name changes and actual verse changes as well. That's right, folks. Written by James Lord Pierpont and published in 1857. Jingle Bells came out with its original title, One Horse Open Sleigh. Now, Pierpont was known to be a rebel. He was also known to be a failure at most of his trades that he did throughout life. So folks, under these crazy colored lights, I'd like to read some of the lyrics from One Open Sleigh. So let's go down this crazy rabbit hole that I've been yakking about for quite a long time now. And I'm not gonna read them all. I just wanna go over and also mind you that this was written in the 1800s. If you can imagine Elvis when he came out and was shaking his hips all over the place, right? And everybody lost it. Well, these lyrics here had the same similar effect. So it goes something like this. Go it while you're young, take the girl tonight. Now these are some of the more tamer lyrics. So here's some more lyrics from our lovely, lovely song that became eventually a Christmas song. I went out on the snow and on my back I fell. A gent was riding by in a one-horse open sleigh. He laughed as I sprawling lie, but quickly drove away. But my favorite version, people, as always, is Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost a wheel, and the Joker got away. Well, folks, that's gonna do it. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And folks, I hope to see you in the next vlog, where it will probably be Christmas themed. Not guarantee, but there will be more Christmas stuff coming up. Much different stuff where I'm not trying to ruin Christmas. I hope I didn't really ruin your Christmas. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye-bye. Bye, Ferris Wheel. Bye, Hooters. Bye. It's so psychedelic, man. It's playing with my eyes, man. Yeah, with that thing, you wouldn't have to join the yacht club. You are the yacht club.